Hey, take a look.
Hello, hello, hello. Right, let me just check that the sound is okay. Hello, hello, hello. Indeed it is. Brilliant. Okay, great. I think we're doing all right. At the moment, there are apparently 20 people watching, and it'd be great if someone can say hello in the chat just to confirm that everything's going okay. My name's I'll say that again. My name is Save with Crypto. I'm standing in for Dave Stonksy, who is away at the moment until the 22nd, I believe. And yeah, there is Lee. Right. Hi, Lee. is everything good? Can you hear me okay? Can you see the screen? Okay, so just let me know, and I think it's gradually getting smoother, isn't it? I'm making less cock ups. What I need to do is to get really good. Okay, volume good, thank you. What I need to do is get really good at, like, when I talk about something on a different tab, is actually changing the tab that you see, because I keep forgetting to do that, and then like yesterday somebody said, "Oh, your cursor's frozen." It hadn't actually frozen. It was just the fact that I was talking about a different screen, really. Anyway, I got a cup of tea here. Let me know what you're drinking. Very hot, very big cup of tea. I'm a bit worried about it because it's got a crack in the side of the mug, but it's kind of my favourite cup, and I want to use it until it dies. But I know one day it's just going to break and scald me to death, isn't it? I probably shouldn't say that, should I? Or, it might, break and then scald me and hurt me. Anyway, less about my cup of tea. Right, so just looking at Bitcoin today. Also, I am going to also look at something else, which I'm just going to find on another thingy, another tab, just while so there it is. Right, so I'm going to share that tab instead. Right, so far so good. I'm actually talking about the tab I'm showing. So this is Forex Factory, forexfactory.com, and this is good for looking at things that are happening, and it tells you, like, what currency it affects and how much it impacts and what time of day it is going to happen. Now I think I've got this set, or it sets itself for my actual my time. I guess that's here, isn't it? So that's saying 1:06 p.m., which is the time now in the UK. All right, so if you've got this, you can change this to wherever you are. Actually, I did wonder if Portugal is the same. Is the same. Okay, right. So yeah, you can set that to wherever you are. Just a matter of interest. What time is it in, like, Australia? I'm never sure. Melbourne. It is. What time would it be in Melbourne? Oh, I see. So Melbourne. What I'm going to look at is a CPI down here. So that would be 10:30 p.m. tonight. So it's so in Melbourne now. It's obviously about 9. No, that's not right, is it? Oh, I'm confused. I'm confused with Australian time zones. Anyway, I'm going to put that back to where I am, because that's going to really confuse me. So Melbourne is GMT plus 10, so that is British summertime plus 9. Okay, so 1 o'clock here. Yeah, it's 10 p.m. tonight. Okay, right. So now we know. Okay, so let's put this back to a normal time, which is going to be, where's it gone? Edinburgh and London. Yeah, I was just looking at places that are actual GMT at the moment. That's Monrovia. Don't know where that is. And the Azores. Where's Monrovia? I'm going to have to look that up on my other computer. Hang on. Monrovia. Capital of Liberia? Where on earth is Liberia? Hang on, just. Oh, I know. Wow. Okay, so Monrovia is the capital of Liberia, which is on the very sort of west part of Africa. I never knew that. Okay. All right. Interesting. Yeah, because I was wondering actually who is actually GMT, straight GMT at the moment, because most of the Europe near me and the UK, we're all more than GMT. We're GMT plus 1. And then, like, Spain is GMT plus 2. Anyway, so let's go to Edinburgh and London. There you go. All right. Save settings. Right. So the time now for me is 1:10 in the afternoon. And what we've got here if we look at the USD, we got the core CPI data here at 130. Now, what is core CPI? Because I want to know exactly what it is. So I'm going to have a little Google of that. I'm going to do that on a separate tab, just in case something weird comes up. No, it didn't. It's not weird at all. Okay. So core CPI, or core consumer price index, is a measure of inflation that excludes volatile components like food and energy prices. This provides a clearer picture of underlying inflation trends by removing short-term price fluctuations caused by factors specific to those sectors. Okay, so I suppose food and energy, I guess it's like, stuff like weather and seasonal things that affect those, isn't it? Central banks and policymakers often use core CPI to assess the true state of inflation and inform monetary policy decisions. Okay, so that's where we are with that. So the way I believe this works, if we get a core CPI figure that's higher than expected, then that kind of implies that inflation is high. Now that is good for the strength of the dollar, right? So good for the strength of the dollar means it's bad for crypto. So what we don't want a core CPI. Right, so the forecast is, forecast is 0.3. And the previous one was 0.1. I mean, that doesn't sound very good for a start, does it? But let's write it down anyway. So, right, so core CPI, what we want to see, if we want the price of Bitcoin to go up, which I think we probably all do, don't we? Because it's just had a little dump of about $5,000. So we want to see it to go up. So we want the core CPI to be great. No, to be less than 0.3. Okay, and CPI, I guess that's the same kind of thing. And then the year on year, that's expected 2.4. So CPI year on year is, so we want it less than 2.4%. Okay. All right. So we got that. I also believe there's some other things happening, like some big banks have got their earnings reports or something, which could also affect the market. I don't know much about that. If you know anything about that, then please do let me know. Okay, let's go back to the chart, see what's going on. So why is that not showing? Because I've turned the wrong one off, haven't I? Okay, hang on a sec. Let me put that back on. So that share screen. So that one there. Okay, right. Right. So this is the trading view thing with Bitcoin versus USD. This is the index chart. And what happened here? That's quite good, actually, isn't it? Because look, I drew that random triangle. I can't remember when I drew that. Did I draw that yesterday? I must have drawn that. I don't know, really. I think I was just randomly talking about something on a stream, and I think I drew some sort of triangle like that. I mean, it's not a very good one, but Oh, I think I know what it was. I was talking about how people can always see a what they're called, symmetrical triangle in like almost any pattern. I think I was saying that Sam Price in the afternoon, Crypto Lifer, he always if you turn on his stream at any point in the afternoon, he will generally have like a symmetrical triangle on his chart. And I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just I'm saying that you can just pull them out from anywhere, and you say they either break up or they break down. And when you say they're going to break out, you normally have like the length of a flagpole like that, and you say, okay, it's going to break out to that level there, or it's going to break down to like that level there, which is pretty much what we've done actually. So maybe there is something in it. They're not my favorite patterns. I like the ones I was talking about yesterday, the ascending triangle, where you've got like the flat top and then that the kind of other bit going like that, but we haven't got that at the moment, so let's get rid of that just before somebody calls me an idiot and tells me off for drawing random patterns on my charts. Anyway, look, so what we got here, right? We got on the 1 hour time frame now. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Right, it's the 1 hour time frame, and you can see on TradingView, you get all these things here, like you get these little things there. So we've got core inflation month on month, forecast 0.3, previous 0.1. So like we say, we're looking for less than 0.3. And the year on year, that was is that the same? That's actually different to what I've got written down. I've got 2.4 written down. Oh no, maybe it's this one, isn't it? Inflation rate. Right, so that inflation rate, forecast 2.7. Maybe I should write that down as well, actually. So I would do a screenshot, but I'm not quite sure how to share screenshots later on. Damn. Come back. All right. Right, so we got core inflation rate month on month, right? So we want less than 0.3, 0.3. Then core inflation rate year on year, we want less than 3. Less than 3. And then inflation rate, a lot of things there, isn't there? Inflation rate, we want less than 2.7. Okay, and then inflation rate month on month, we want less than 0.3. Okay, now we want that to make the dollar weak. And the idea is, get somebody. Sorry, I was just reading the comment. The idea is if you get a lower inflation, then people tend to go into more risk on assets like Bitcoin and crypto. So that will be good for us if you're expecting a pump maybe. Okay, Bobby, hello mate, how you doing? Brilliant, good to have you here. It says hi everyone. Let's put him on the screen. Not him, but like his comment. There you go. So I can do that. Okay. Hi everyone. Why we expecting mass volatility? Oh, that is because of the CPI data. But yeah, because it doesn't just affect Bitcoin, but it affects markets in general. But like I'm saying, if we have, for example, a high CPI reading, it implies inflation is high. That would be good for the dollar, and that would be bad for things like Bitcoin and other more risky assets. It's also worth bearing in mind that Bitcoin has like dumped about $5,000 overnight, which is not surprising. It's only back to the price it was at like 2 days ago, so it's no big deal. But nevertheless, it would be nice to sort of get that price back again. Okay, let's let me just have a look what these other little flag things are. I actually thought these had gone missing on my TradingView the other day, and they obviously it was because nothing much was happening. I mean, maybe nothing much happens in the summer. Okay, so this is 16th. That's tomorrow. PPI. So we've got that tomorrow, 1:30. That should be fun. Retail sales. I don't think that does much, does it? But that's on the 17th. So we got something to look at every day, haven't we? I suppose. Building permits. Don't think that does much, does it? Michigan's. Yeah. Okay. So I think probably today is the big day. Yeah. Let's put that on. Bobby says, I'm good. SWC, hope you are too, mate. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm actually I was quite nervous about doing these streams at first, and I was actually uh, I was actually getting a bit sort of trembly before every show, and which is quite weird, really, because like because I've played in a band and all that sort of thing. I've done like thousands of gigs and stuff, and like quite merrily gone on the stage in front of like loads of people, and been absolutely fine. And then the idea of getting on YouTube and speaking to, I don't know, however many people there are here. Oh, there's actually 67. Bloody hell, that's a lot. That's good. 67 people. That's amazing. Right. Can everyone click like? That'd be great. But anyway, the thought of actually doing a live stream was actually a little bit terrifying at first, but I seem to be relaxing into it now. It was really Good Friday, was actually Good Friday. I had Wiz DeVolt on here, and he did most of the talking, to be honest. But it was really nice to have a little chat, and I can see why Dave likes it when he's got guests as well, and I like that as well, because we sort of get on the stream and have a little chat about everything, plumbing, what I get up to with Grok, and all that sort of thing. VPN saying good morning. Okay, so what are you up to? Bitcoin short perfect. Oh, well done. I must admit, I did not short Bitcoin, and I also didn't get out of a long that I was in that I should have got out of. It's I did get out of it eventually, but I didn't get out at the top. I believe Wiz DeVolt, his entry for going long on Bitcoin was like, it was perfect. It was like down here. It was something like 116,300. He caught one of these wicks down here, and I actually think it'll be all right, because I think well, it depends on the CPI data, but I'm hoping that we get a little bit of a pump back up again today. That'd be good. So BPN saying you're doing a good job, Save. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm doing it a little bit different. Like I'm not putting the background music on, and I think I'm going to save that in case like nothing is happening and I've got absolutely nothing to talk about. And I might just put on a bit of background music and just like make a comment every now and again. But I haven't really had that situation. The thing being is I listened back to one where I'd used background music, and I get distracted. I don't know if it's because I'm a musician or something, but I find it really hard to listen to somebody when there's music going on. I kind of like listen to the music instead, and then I don't, I don't know what they're saying, or I just miss what they're talking about. Right, I'm going to click like on my other account, so I suggest that you all do that too. Have you done it? I'm not going to say another word until you've done it. Please click like. Have you done it? Okay. All right. Loki, brilliant. How you doing, Loki? That's great. It's really good that we have a lot of people who come back every day. That's fantastic. I guess a lot of them are. I think quite a lot of you are like Stonksy users, aren't you? So you're probably from the Stonksy Discord, which is awesome. If you're not a Stonksy user, then you can use the links that are in the description, and I will also shield them in the chat in a minute. So everything is down there. Stonksy is this indicator that I'm about to show you in a moment, but when I stop talking about nonsense, I will get round to showing you, and I better do it quite soon, don't I? Right. BPN saying, I think the data are already priced in, to be honest. Right. Okay. So you think the CPI is going to come out? Oh, I see. You think we drop more? Okay. I think we drop more. Lisa, what do you play? Mostly when I'm playing in a band, I play bass guitar. I can play other stuff as well, but I play bass guitar. I quite like playing guitar as well now, and I do a bit of keyboards as well, but that's mostly recording with a computer and then correcting my mistakes afterwards. So I don't play keyboards live. I don't use Stonksy or any indicators. Okay, well, fair enough. Well, you're welcome to the channel anyway. But community here is good. Yeah, I must admit, a lot of people say that about the Stonksy community. A lot of people say you know, that the community is really, it's really nice, you know, and it is, and everyone's really helpful and stuff. Anyway, so look, it's coming up to CPI time. I wish I could do a poll like what Dave does, but because I haven't got access to the actual YouTube account, I can't do that because you have to create that in YouTube Studio. And all I've got is the actual StreamYard software that links to the YouTube account. So I can do things like create streams and, you know, do the comment stuff. But I can't run a poll because I'd love to know what you all think. So what I'll do when the time comes, shall I go to, what's the best place? If I go to that Forex factory, if I do that and then, yeah, so I suppose if I go here, was that like a countdown? Isn't it? Yeah, looks like it. Oh, that's Canadian dollars. Hang on, where am I? Where's it gone? Oh, there you go. USD. Right. So yeah, it's a countdown. Okay. So I want to see that. I want to see the price as well. What I was going to say was if you put Stonksy on, right? Stonksy is currently on a red background on the 1 hour time frame, and it's been like that since 5 o'clock this morning. So unfortunately, you know, the price is coming down. Well, I'll say unfortunately, it depends what kind of position you're in. That said, this oscillator, the momentum oscillator, is right down the bottom here, and it's showing these green histogram lines, which kind of implies that dump might have been over. So we'll see. I also want to put that on the 6 minute time frame and see what's going on there. You see that has been red rather, since yesterday afternoon. Now that is a pretty good sign of like, you know, what the price is going to do on a more local sort of time frame. So, you know, going from here Sunday early to yesterday afternoon, we had a nice rise up, and then, you know, it kind of predicted a beautiful dump there, so that's great. So Stonksy is doing amazing. I'm just going to set an alert here on the 6 minute because I want to see if that background changes color. I don't think I've got one. No, I haven't actually. So I'm just going to add one. So the way you do that is you go to BTC. Well, that's just there, isn't it? And then you look at the Stonksy. Don't know, I've got two Stonksies there. I think it's because I've been messing around with different layouts and things. Anyway, but what I want there is I want the generic background change, and that's on the 6 minute time frame. I'm going to have once per bar create. Okay, so I want that. I also want to do that on the 1 hour time frame as well. So let's go to the 1 hour. So the 1 hour is red, and let's do that. So that's Stonksy there. Interval is 1 hour, once per bar, create. Okay, and then that is there. And I think they've probably both got silly noises with, like, you know, women going ooh and psst, or whatever. So if you hear a strange voice, then that's what it is. Actually, for some reason, I haven't got the sound coming out of the computer that I'm running the stream on. It doesn't really matter because no one's talking to me. Let me just check. I've still got audio. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right. No worries. Right. So I feel like I should have a ding-a-ling bell. I'm going to put that on the 1 minute time frame actually, and get rid of that. Just make sure I'm sharing the right tab this time. And I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. There you go. So this is showing the channel as well on Stonksy. And 1329. Which way is it going to go? If it dumps quite heavily, I might have to just not exactly disappear, but I might just have to be slightly occupied for a minute because I have been trying to get into a long, and I've done it a little bit prematurely. I am slightly underwater now. So if it does dump massively, then oh, there you go. All is good. The price goes up. Brilliant. Okay, that's good. Right. So what happened? Let's have a look. Oh, I haven't got the actual things yet. Okay. Well, the price is going up, so I assume that the inflation is less than expected. There you go. Right. Okay. Oh, of course it. Yeah, I didn't need to write it down, did I? So, in actual fact, what we got is the month on month is exactly what was forecast. The core inflation year on year is down slightly, so that's good. That's good for us. And that is the same. And the core inflation rate month on month, that is down slightly. So overall, inflation is down a little bit more than expected. And okay, so we've got a green background 1 minute on Stonksy there. That's good. I've got no alerts yet. 6 minute. That's okay. Nothing exciting there. Okay, brilliant. Right, I'm just going to disappear myself off to another tab just for a moment because I do need to keep my eye on something. I will show you in a moment, but just a couple of things I was looking at. Right. Okay. Right. I'll stop talking to myself now, and I'll pay attention to what everyone else is saying. Now, I'm just coming back to break even on one of my trades. So the question is, what do I do? Do I assume that this is good news and it'll be all right, or do I think I'll just get out because my entry was rubbish? My temptation is always like, if my entry wasn't good, I'll get out of a trade because it was rubbish, you know. But let's see what happens. I'm going to go to the 1 minute time frame here. And I'm going to get rid of all this. Let's just have a quick check of everything else. I mean, it's quite a red day, isn't it, overall? XRP's doing all right. Things like Tau and Sui are still rocking away, aren't they? BGB, we talked about BGB the other week with Wiz, and yeah, that's good. Sui and Say both doing well. And we'll have a look at the Mag 7 stuff in a minute. I did buy a little bit of one of the stocks that Wiz was talking about the other day. Was it R something? RGTI. I did buy a bit yesterday, and then what I did, I sold it again pretty much in the power hour at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. I think it was last night, just because, you know, I'd bought a lump of it and I sold it and I made about £200, £200 actually. So I thought that was an okay day's work. So that's what I did there. So I haven't actually got any stocks at the moment. So, you know, I might be looking for opportunities today. But I probably won't do that kind of thing on the actual stream because I don't know. I might need a bit of preparation for it, and also I need to decide what the Stonksy team want me to show. You know, I mean, do they want me to show like Bybit with traditional stocks or something else, or I don't know. But I need to find out. So I need to have a word with them, see what they would like me to do or not do. But yeah, so I don't want to do anything that I shouldn't do, because I won't get invited back if I do that. and I am enjoying myself and it's good. And I'm looking forward to Dave getting back there, because I'm looking forward to having a chat with him on stream. It's always good fun on a Wednesday. And in fact, you're quite honoured today, because Tuesdays, I normally can't ever do Tuesdays because of something I do on Tuesdays that involves me spending my lunchtime with a bunch of friends. And I've actually said I'm not going to do it this week because I can't, because I'm here with you guys. So that's what I'm doing. So be very thankful I'm here, and and click the like. Oh, he's here. Oh, brilliant. Wizard of Alt, who I think needs to change your name soon. You need to be just the Wizard. TTD doing well. Okay. I haven't gotten any more Wiz, so tell me something that's not doing well that is going to do well this week. That's probably one of the ones you mentioned last week, wasn't it? I've got a big list on the wall, but it's just like loads of post-it notes everywhere. Well, I'll have a look at TTD in a minute. I just want to see what Bitcoin's going to do, because I think I might want to get out of a trade or not. Actually, Wiz, are you still in your long? I know you got in a long down at 116 something, didn't you? So that'd be good. And oh, hang on. Right, so you're saying right, let's have a look at these, right? Because Wiz is brilliant. He's great at this stuff. Let's have a look. Right, so I'm not going to worry about Bitcoin for the moment. I'm just gonna assume that it'll probably go up for a little bit, and then we'll get some more volatility at New York Open in just under an hour's time. So that'll be cool. So let's have a look. So these are, I think they're all traditional stocks that Wiz is talking about. So let's have a look. Let's have TTD first of all. That's called the trade desk. There's a NASDAQ chart here. I'm just going to turn Stonksy off here for a moment, just so I can get a clearer picture of what's going on. Okay, so let's put that on the, I don't know, 4 hour maybe. Oh, blimey. Okay. So look, the actual pre-market price of this trade desk is right up there at $85, and we're down here at 75. Okay, that's one to keep an eye on. So I'm going to make a note of that. Yeah, if that comes down at all, I'll probably buy some. So that's TTD. I do this on, excuse me, I do this on Trading 212. I think Wiz does it all sorts of funny places like Pepperstone and eToro and things like that, So that one was TTD. Okay. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. VNet. VNet's cool. Oh, sorry. No. I'm talking to myself. VNet, I have no idea what that is. Oh, okay. You see, with things like this, even though it's a traditional stock, if that went up to what it was earlier in the year, that sort of thing, you'd be talking like a 100% profit, like doubling in price, even with like no leverage, and that's all I do with the stocks. I just buy and sell them, so that's cool. Right, so I'll make a note of that. That's good. So when was that down? That was that was going up nice, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Right, I'll make a note of that. This one here you're saying is ASTS breaks and holds 49. I have no idea where you get these things from, A Space Mobile. Right. Okay, so what you're saying, that's done. See, these sort of things are just brilliant, aren't they? I mean, when was that? That was last year, but from last year until now, it's done like a 9x or something, That's amazing. Wow. Okay, that looks cool. So what you're saying is, if that breaks, it'll hold 49. What then? 49 becomes some sort of support. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, right. This is kind of when I wish I was like you guys, and I was not on stream, and I could just open up my Trading 212 account and sort of, place a few limit orders and stuff, and everything would be really cool. Right, so you closed 25%. I'm assuming your Bitcoin thing. Yeah, that's what I asked, wasn't it? So 25%. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do actually. It's coming down a bit again now. I don't know. Don't know what to do. I'm waiting for those alerts to fire off from Stonksy. SMFC, hello, mate. Sorry I'm late. Just got back from a run. Okay. How far did you run? I kind of need to get into running. I don't really like running though. I like cycling. I cycle forever, but I quite like walking. Just running, I don't know. Maybe I need to be. I don't know. I always feel I'm too fat to run. I mean, I'm not fat, but like, I'm sure bits wobble that I don't want to wobble. Anyway, less about that. Added to S&P 500. I haven't even looked at the S&P 500. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Cheeky 10K. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah. I know. Most people have that as a goal, don't they? As like a standard sort of like run. That's cool. So what does that take? Does that take you about an hour? Is it something like that? Yeah. So what I need to do is do that couch to 5K thing, but I don't have to start on the couch. I can I can start with the I don't know, like 100 meters or something. 100 meters to 5K, something like that. Anyway, let's just have a right. This one I'm interested in. AST Space Mobile. I don't know what that is. That sounds cool. Let's just have a look at the S&P 500. Oh my word! Is that an all-time high? Isn't it? That's just. Oh no, it was an all-time high. When was that? 10th of July. Last week, wasn't it? Okay. Right. Let's plonk Stonksy on some of these things. Okay. So nothing too exciting there. I mean, SPX has just been green on the 1 hour for, I don't know, months. I mean, when was that? That was April. Yeah. It's going to have to stop at some point, isn't it? It just can't go on forever, I don't think. Or can it? I don't know. Here's a new name. Safari. Don't think I've seen you before. Oh, you're from X. Okay, you're watching on X. Not many people do that. I mean, when I set the stream up, I set it to I just set it to the destinations, which is obviously this YouTube channel, and then it's got the Stonksy X profile, and I've never actually even looked at it on X. So I don't know what it looks like, or if you can, or how the commenting works. I mean, do you just comment? I suppose you just comment on the actual video as it's playing, and it comes out here. It's just because I can see you in StreamYard, you see, because that pulls in the comments from X, so that's good. Yeah. 46 minutes. 46 minutes. That's not bad. It's not bad. So that's I'm gonna have to get my calculator out. You won't be able to see this calculator. So 10 kilometers, 46. That's like 0.75 an hour. So divide that by 0.75. So that means you're actually doing an average speed of about 13 kilometers an hour. That's pretty good. I must admit, I went for a cycle ride on Sunday. And I went with a friend who, and she hasn't been on a bike for ages, and she was a bit wary. And I think that's about the speed we actually averaged. You know, and I think it was even slower on the way home because we sort of stopped off at a few pubs as well. So I think we gradually got slower. But yeah, so we were probably like cycling at the same speed as you run. But yeah, it wasn't really a day of fitness. It was just a day in the sunshine, really. That's all it was. But yeah, it's good. I love it though. I love getting outdoors and, you know, having a bit of summer sun. It's brilliant. Nick K saying, hi Nick, how you doing? I think we see you quite often, don't we? But do remember to give the live stream a nice big fat like. Okay, so those are some interesting stocks to look at. Let's go back to Bitcoin because I want to see what's happening here and why. So what we got? Let me just see why my phone's bleeping. I think it's probably something quite innocent. Oh, okay. That's just someone telling me that CPI data came out. This is annoying. This is someone in my Save the Crypto Telegram group, and they're obviously not watching the stream, are they? It's like you splitter. Okay. Oh, Ethereum price alert. Ethereum broke 3,000. Okay. Is that recent? Let's have a look. Right. So Bitcoin for the moment. Yeah, that's put that in 1 minute. I just don't think it knows what it's doing at the moment, does it? You know, CPI data was sort of good, but not that good. So it's just meandering. Right. So at this point, I will admit that the thumbnail for the live stream might have been a little bit clickbaity because it's hard to say really. You know, the CPI data does tend to be one of those bigger events, but it's not quite FOMC big, but it's, you know, it can cause a lot of volatility. But I think because the figures were pretty much as expected, it's just not done that much, is it? But that's Bitcoin. I am hoping for it to go up a little bit more. What else we got? I was just going to look at Ethereum. Oh yeah, that was obviously an alert from somewhere. Oh, okay. No, so it did go over 3K again. I mean, it'd be lovely to see Ethereum just finally sort itself out, wouldn't it? You know, actually just get on with its life, you know, because at the moment, I don't know, it's just, let me just, so I keep turning Stonksy off because I just want to see the whole picture from like a long time ago. I mean, I find it incredible that it was only like December when Ethereum was at $4,000, and it has moved, hasn't it? I mean, it must have gone from 4,000 down to 1,400. Now we're at like 3,000 again. It is actually quite tradable, isn't it? It's, you know, if you can do these long swings, and I bet you if you were to put Stonksy on the 1 day time frame there. Right, ignore all that. Actually, let me just turn that off for the moment. What I've got these labels here. I've got those showing on the 1 hour time frame. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so that's the style thing. I'm going to turn off these labels there, right? But I'll show you what they are. It's basically these things here. So it's alternate time frame settings. So what the idea is here is if you're looking at Stonksy on any time frame, but you want to see your favorite ones, and for me, you know, I think the holy grail of background color changes with Stonksy is the 1 hour time frame. So I put that on the 1 hour time frame. If you're more of a scalper, I'd probably suggest the 6 minute actually, which is one that SMFC likes as well. but I tend to leave it on the 1 hour thing. And then what that does, that puts those labels on the screen, so you can see what's going on, which is pretty cool. But I'm just going to turn those off for the moment. I'm also going to show you as well this bullish and bearish arrow settings. These by default, I think they're set to 7 and 1, and I think what me and Dave like doing is putting these on 8 and 1. And what these do, they show you these little arrows here, like this red one here, and there'll be a green one somewhere. Like, there you go. This is kind of a confirmation of the green background, a confirmation of the kind of trend that that it's going to do, you know. But anyway, Ethereum. Okay, so you know, on the daily chart, you know, I mean, would you have done this? I don't know really. You know, you'd gone long there at 3,000, and you'd gone up to 4,000, but then it did come down. Yeah, I don't know. It's a funny one, Ethereum. It's like it's. I think it will be high one day. I think it will be like 4,000 or 5,000 again. I don't know if it's ever going to be 10 grand. Might be. It'll probably be 10 grand if Bitcoin's like 200. You know, maybe. I don't know. I can't quite see it myself. It's just not shiny enough. You know, it kind of everyone associates it with, like, you know, high fees and things being a bit slow and just like not being Solana. You know, so I don't know. I can't see it. I can't see it ever doing brilliant. I mean, it's great in the way that it's programmable, in the way that Bitcoin kind of isn't, you know, so you can create smart contracts and all that kind of stuff. But you can do that with everything now. So yeah, so there you go. Anyway, Ethereum in the short term is actually looking all right, I think. Yeah, it is actually up to 3,000 again. I'm actually trading this on Bybit as well. I can show you that because it's not embarrassing. There you go. This is my Bybit account. I'm not sure if you can use Bybit anymore in the UK. I am, because I did my KYC with my Palo ID, but I don't think they accept Palo ID anymore. But I do believe now there is a Bybit.eu as well for people in the EU. I will get I will pop some links in the chat actually. These ones get you, like, you know, really good bonuses and stuff like that. Let me just find the stocks. Well, yeah, in the description down below, it will say this is for the kind of stocks trading, because you can do that now on Bybit, which I've never done, and I keep meaning to do that, and then maybe talk about it on the stream or make a video about it. But that link there, I want to just put in the chat. Give it a go, and if you can use it, I really do like Bybit. Yeah, it's one of the oldest exchanges. Actually, I don't know if it is the oldest, but it's one of the biggest. I think it's the second biggest exchange. I think it's Binance and then Bybit. And these positions aren't huge. I only had like about $1,000 worth of stuff there, but I am trading this with Ethereum and Bitcoin as the actual collateral. You know, so this one here, the Ethereum one, that's 100% in profit. So that's $357. And the Bitcoin one is 103% in profit, so $681 in profit. So that's quite good. So that's doubling the money with those if I was to come out now. But I am going to hang on to them because, you know, I've got good entries with those, so I'm not going to worry about the price coming down much. I've got a stop loss set in profit. I probably should have, you know, taken some profit last night when the price was high. Actually, when was it? That was actually early yesterday morning, wasn't it? I had this thing in my head that the price was high all of yesterday. It wasn't. It was just in the morning, wasn't it? It actually went up overnight, and then during the day it came down again. And yeah, that's where we are with that. So yeah, so Bybit's pretty cool. what we do recommend you take a look at here, not financial advice, of course, but that is the BLOFIN exchange, and I'll give you a link to that if you haven't got it already. Okay, let me just pop that into the chat. Okay, so that's that. Now that BLOFIN link, that gets you, I believe, that gets you VIP1 status. Like straight away for the first month, and I believe the thing about that is that BLOFIN don't know how to turn it off after the first month for people who signed up with that link. So until they work it out, you sign up with that link and you're going to get VIP1, which means you pay lower fees and everything, like considerably lower, like kind of like half or something, and it could well carry on forever. Okay, so do bear that in mind. Yeah, do use that link, and of course I will give you the Stonksy link as well. And with Stonksy, if you haven't got it already, let me just pop that in. Kaboom! Right, there it is. So with that link, you can get 20% off your first month with Stonksy using the code BOT20. That's BOT20. There is also another code as well, which doesn't seem to get widely advertised, except by me. It might be because it's my code, actually, but I believe it's still active. But if you go for the annual plan, which I think is £999 for a year, and you use the code SWC10, I'll put that in the chat, actually. So it's SWC10. Okay. If you use that code, you can get 10% off the annual fee. So it's 999 quid. So you get 10% off. So you get 99 quid off, wouldn't you? So that would be, yeah, £900 or slightly under. So that's all good. Also, while I'm just shilling the links as well, there is also the Crypto Saving Expert community, and that is normally like 100 quid a month, but with that link there and using that code BTC80, I'll put that in the thing. There you go. So with that, using the code BTC80, you get 80% off that as well, which means you're actually paying 20 quid a month, so like a £5 a week, and you get access to things like Block Pro, who is an amazing trader who puts out charts and stuff. And we can talk about one of his charts in a little bit if you like. But he just put charts out, which they're not actually sort of like, go long here and put your stop loss there. It's more like he shows you the levels that he thinks an asset will go to. And obviously that is up and down, but it's amazing the levels he picks out, and he does them all just by looking at the chart, and just seeing what happened in the past and the way price normally behaves, and he'll put levels on the chart, and it's astonishing how the price just kind of like gets magnetized to Block Pro's levels. Anyway, but he's in there. He's in Crypto Saving Expert, and I actually think it's worth 20 quid a month just to sort of be able to say hello to him and ask him a question. So yeah, there is that. But yeah, if you remember though, if you do go for Stonksy and you go for the 1 year thing, SWC10 gets you 10% off the annual. Okay, cool. Right, that's enough shilling of links. So what we're having a look at now. All right, so Nick, so I'm just trying to work out why SMFC said the soil. The soil. I don't know. It's quite hard to comment sometimes because like you think, what were they talking about? The oscillator looks decent on that. What, the soil? Okay, right. I've obviously not been. Oh, not soil. Okay. What are you? Oh, do you mean Solana? No, is it Solana? I don't know. ETB, I assume you mean assume you mean Ethereum, don't you? ETH BTC touched the, actually, is the B key near the H? Yeah, isn't it? ETH BTC touched the 200 SMA daily for the first time last July. Could get interesting. Okay, I'll write that down. So we'll have a look at ETH BTC. I know that's been a dreadful chart for ages, hasn't it? Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, you corrected yourself. You corrected yourself. Excuse me. Oh, I'll tell her. My drink of water. Hang on a sec. I might put some apple and blackcurrant squash in it. Cool. Was anyone on the call with Block Pro last night? I think he'd been. I was on the Discord over in Crypto Saving Expert, and I think he'd been on a bit of a bender at the weekend or something. He said he drank a lot more than he should have done, and he could barely speak. He was like coughing away and everything. I was a bit worried about him. I thought he wasn't going to make it through the night, but it was quite nice to see him in the Discord this morning. Anyway, if you're here, Block Pro, then I hope you get better soon. Actually, I hope you get better for tonight, because you've got another presentation at 5 o'clock. So it'd be good if you can make it through that. All right. What else we got? I'm just going to put this chart back on Bitcoin just while I'm talking about stuff. It's going back up again. See, what I want to see a green background on the 5 or 6 minute. I have, however, set alerts for those. Also, I just want to look at the oscillator as well. So this is the oscillator on the 1 hour. Now you see here, we're starting to get. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, SMFC, but I think when you see these fairly intense green histogram bars here, and the oscillator is down the bottom there, I think that implies that you might be getting a bit of a change soon. Obviously, what I want to see here is I want to see that red line there go pink, or light red, as they call it. So I just want to see if I've got an alert set for that. I thought I did. Is it that one? Yeah, so I've actually already set an alert for this. So this is the Stonksy indicator oscillator going to light red. Okay, so that's whether it's coming from green or dark red. When it changes to light red, which is the pinky color, it will notify me. And I think I've got one of my silly notifications, which I might change. Might change it to this one.
Hey.
There you go. Actually, let's have the sexy one. That always makes me laugh. Right. So if we hear it, it might be the fact that that background has gone green on the 1 hour. But also, let's just look on a smaller time frame, like. So I didn't mean the background; I meant the oscillator. Yeah. So here on the 6 minute, it has actually gone up there already. Actually, which I suppose was. Yeah, that was the rise from here, wasn't it? Up to where we are now. So that's pretty cool. What happens with like ones in between, say the 12 minute? See, the 12 minute starting. 12 minute is a time frame that I'm really into at the moment. I don't know why. It's just like I kind of feel like you might have an edge if you're using like one of the non-standard time frames. I suppose bearing that in mind, you should probably use like the 5 minute, or I don't know, like a 7 minute, or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, you can see that oscillator line starting to turn pink there. I don't know. It looks like it's turning around to me. What does everyone else think? I mean, if Wiz is still long with 75% of his position, then Yeah, I'm fairly confident. Let's set another long alert here. Let's do that. Let's go up here and go to Stonksy, and I'm going to change the. Oh no, it's not that, is it? Stonksy oscillator, isn't it? And the oscillator light red. Okay, that once per bar. And then let's have a silly notification. Let's have a different one. Let's have the hey. Let's have the hey. Take a look. There you go. Right. So that will let me know. Oh no, it is already pink, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Well, that's already happened actually. So yeah, that's not going to help much. But if it goes red again and then goes pink again, then I will know about it. I suppose what I really need to know is the next one. If it goes green, I can do one for that as well. So that would be Stonksy oscillator. No, the first one would be dark green, wouldn't it? Once per bar. Great. Okay. Right. So I've got some alerts set there. So I should be able to take my mind slightly off the ball while I'm thinking about stuff. Yep. Don't know. What's everyone thinking? Do you think that dump is over? Do you think the CPI data's done the trick? I mean, it was generally, positive for risk on assets, with inflation slightly less than expected. Anyway, let's have a look at the comments. So lol on the ETH chart. What? So when you said soil, it came out as ETH. Was that? How did you manage to do that? Oh, that you had open. Oh, I see. Ah, okay. So where did soil come from? Don't know. Ghost. Hello, Ghost. Spooky. Hi, all. Hello, Ghost. I don't think I've seen you before, but if you're new here, then please do make sure you are subscribed and you've got the notification turned on, and you've given the live stream a big fat like. That'd be really cool. Right, I'm just going to have a quick sneaky peek at my trade. That's a bit embarrassing. Actually, it's not embarrassing now. I'm in profit. Right. Right, I will show you. Okay, this was my trade here. This is on BLOFIN, and I was kind of adding bits into the trade because I was a bit worried about. I started off with a smallish position because the leverage was quite high. I'm just going to move a stop loss here just while I'm talking, but I'm actually going to set a partial stop loss. Something like, I don't know, maybe like, will it wick back? That's the question. See, at the moment, the position size is stupidly large. Actually, it's like a don't know. It's not quite TMG size, but it's quite big, isn't it? I don't really want it to wick down and then close my position completely. So maybe I will set a partial stop loss about here. So let's say 117,695. So I'm just going to do that. So partial 117,695, and that I'm going to close half of it if it comes down there. Okay, so that will make $57 if it comes down there. It might not be exactly that because there might be like fees involved. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to cancel that complete stop loss there. Okay, so at the moment I've got that stop loss there to take half off the table if the price comes back down there. That closed long, I'm just going to remove that for the time being. I don't know really. My temptation is to just chase that up with a stop loss because I'm not confident about the entry. It was just me being half asleep at like 6 o'clock this morning, thinking that that was the end of the dump when I probably knew in my heart of hearts that it wasn't the end of the dump. I could just close it now and just take $200 profit, but I want to leave it. Okay, anyway. So I don't want to close that now. I mean, close the actual screen. Let's just have a look at this ETH thing that SMFC was talking about. So the ETH chart I had was the index one, wasn't it? And I was looking at the oscillator. Was I looking at it on the 1 hour time frame? I guess I probably was, wasn't I? And that might have been it. Yeah, just going from the red to the pink. Okay. And have we got anything on the 6 minute there? There's nothing there on the 6 minute, but there is that bullish arrow there. That's good to know. Now, sometimes I found that if you look at Ethereum on different exchanges, it might show you a green background where it doesn't show you on the index one. The index one's normally the best one, but it seemed like they're all the same at the moment. So, yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about that because at the moment, sorry, I'm doing it again. Right, I'm going to have to repeat all that again. If I do that again, please let me know because I quite often start talking about a different tab and I forget to change the tab over. But yeah. So what I was saying was Ethereum on the 1 hour. I think this is what Dean was saying about. Sorry, Dean is SMFC. This is what SMFC was saying. The fact that the oscillator was starting to go a bit pink there. Okay, and when it was right at the bottom here, you know, we'd had these like green bars on the histogram. So, you know, quite a good thing about maybe we're going to go bullish now. So that's nice. That's nice. On the 6 minute time frame that I guess I might have been looking at, the oscillator's at the top now. So, you know, it's like full bore, lots of momentum, possibly on that time frame a bit overbought, but at the same time, it's only the 6 minute time frame. So here we've actually got that green triangle, like I mentioned, and the price is going up, and it's now, you know, over $3,000. I'm hoping that $3,000 will become a support because at least it's going to be like a psychological level, isn't it? So there is that as well. Okay, so that's looking good. Right, so that's Ethereum. Right. So I tend to concentrate most on Ethereum and Bitcoin because obviously that's the trades I've got open. Let's can I just go back to my trade? Is that all right? So I want to look at my Bybit one. That's looking good, isn't it? They're nicely in profit. And the BLOFIN one. BLOFIN one's looking good. What I might do with this is I might set a trailing stop just in case I get distracted. So I'm actually going to do it for about that much, like 0.5% or $600. So you do that by coming down here and you go to trailing stop, and I'm going to do it for the entire position, and you can just do 0.5 if you want the stop to follow the price. And I'll show you how that works. So if you confirm that, that means the trading stop is there. So at the moment, the way that's working out is this is a stop loss to take half off the table. This is a trading stop, and if you see the price go up, you'll probably see it move. And what I'm thinking is if we get some sort of mad spike upwards this afternoon, and I'm busy talking to you guys or or dropping links in the chat and I miss it, I don't want the price to come down and go bad. Who was that? Oh. Right. Okay. So here on BLOFIN, by the way, what I'm trading here, I'm trading how we always used to trade with BLOFIN. That's using USDT as the margin. So this one here's got like 3,700 USDT of margin, and that's how it's always been. We've only really had USDT pairs in BLOFIN, but now we've actually got this one here that they call Coin M. So if you go up here, go to futures, you've got Coin M futures, yeah. And what that means is within that you can trade different assets. So you're actually using that asset as your collateral, and I think there's quite a few you can do here. If I go to there, look at Coin M. So you can, so with these, so you get it right. So if you've actually got that asset, you can then trade that asset. You trade its volatility, its USD value, but when you close the trade, you're left with that asset. So, for example, if you're trading Bitcoin, you close the trade, you've hopefully got more Bitcoin. You can do the same with Ethereum, XRP, SUI. I didn't know you could do it with SUI, actually. That's kind of interesting to know, actually, because yeah, that would be a nice thing to do, wouldn't it? Just to sort of like to get a load of SUI together. Because my problem is if I'm trading altcoins, then I'm usually trading the USDT pair, and it means that, you know, when I close the trade, I'm left with the USDT, and I kind of forget about the altcoin. And you know, clearly some of them have done really well, things like SUI and you know, so SUI, Say, and all them ones that I don't really know about. So you can do, yeah, you can trade SUI with Coin M. Coin M means coin margin, so it's whatever the coin is margin. So SUI, Solana's a fairly standard. Didn't mean to do that. Solana's a fairly standard one that you can use. Doge, I had no idea you could use Doge, Cardano, Link, Uni, and Tron. Okay, I suppose Tron makes sense as well, doesn't it? Yeah. So I quite often use Tron if I'm transferring assets between different exchanges, just because it's always very, very cheap to move stuff around with Tron. There is something else I've noticed, you know, with BLOFIN, is if you're moving money around, like for example, if I look at the spot assets, right? So say I wanted to move that USDT. Oh, there isn't very much there actually. Let's look in the yeah, okay. But say I wanted to move some USDT to, hang on, where's the bit where you withdraw it? Oh, it's funding, isn't it? Right. So say I've got some USDT there and I want to withdraw it, and you know, to like, I don't know, your hardware wallet or another exchange or whatever. If you choose Bet20, oh no, it's not Bet20. What is it now? Oh, they've changed it actually, because BNB Bet20 that was free, but it's now 0.2, so you pay 20 cents to fee. But if you use like Polygon or Yeah, just Polygon, but Polygon is free. Okay, so you can choose that. And yeah, you can withdraw. We can withdraw the stuff and move it somewhere else for absolutely free. The weird thing was that was BEP20 a few weeks ago. Well, last week I think. And yeah, but do have a look at that, because if you're moving stuff like USDT around, it's quite easy just to think, oh, I'll just do it with the Ethereum network, and you can sometimes end up paying like $4 or $5 just to move some Ethereum. Whereas if you look around and use a different chain, you can do it for like free or just like 20 cents or something. So it's always worth looking out for that. Cool. Right, is everyone still there? I'm looking at the views on this on the StreamYard, and it's saying 1,565. That can't be right, surely. Absolutely cannot be right. No, it says, hang on. Let me just refresh my YouTube thing. No, it says 15. Maybe it's on Twitter. I don't know. Anyway, cool. Anyway, if you'll give the thingy a like, that'd be great. As I say, if I don't get enough likes on this, then I won't be invited back, and that'll be it. And you'll probably never see me again. Actually, you will. You can see me over on my channel as well. Cool. So that's BLOFIN. That's looking all right. Why does that look different? Right, this trade here, by the way, the BTC one, I'm not going to worry about that, because the entry price for that was 111. This one from today is 117, so that's very, very close, isn't it? So yeah, so I might don't know, it's getting, I don't know, it's 14:21 now, so 9 minutes before New York Open. What do we think it's going to do? What do you reckon? I'm so tempted just to close this and just take the profit and then think about it. I'm not going to let you guys decide what to do with it, but but I could. Tell you what, let's look on Stonksy, right? Let's put it on Bitcoin. Put it on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, so we've got a bit of red there. Now, what do you think it's going to do in 8 minutes' time? What do you reckon? Oh, hello. Short video guru. Drop on open bounce after 3 p.m. Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah. So how would markets react to better than expected inflation? They're going to open and think, okay, dollar strong, so people are going to sell their assets, aren't they? Yeah. Is that right? Is that the right way around? No. So the dollar becomes strong. So no, it's not right. No, a low inflation means that is bad for the dollar. So it's good for risk on assets. Yeah. So I can certainly see that over the day, things would be generally bullish. But that first half hour is always a bit weird, isn't it? Anyway. RN, so I'm planning to rug BTC. How are you going to do that? You control 51% of the network, do you? That would be impressive. Oh, I see. With with the £5 note, right? I don't actually know what you mean. Actually, you're going to rug it with a £5 note. How do you rug Bitcoin with a £5? I don't know what you mean, mate. I'd love to know what you mean, because sounds interesting, albeit a little bit weird. Oh, that closed. Right. So my trade closed. I probably lost a bit of money there. Bollocks. All right. Oh no, made $91. Okay, that's okay. That's all right. Didn't look very impressive though, does it? 2.41%, but that's okay. All right. Okay, so it means I've got some USDT to play with now. So, and that's taken away a little bit of the stress of trading whilst being on stream. So that's good. So now I am actually hoping I'm with RN. I don't know what he's going to do with his £5 note, but if Bitcoin does sort of rug at 230, it's going to be great. If it drops down to $10,000, then I can buy a load of it with my $3,000 and then ride it all the way back up to wherever it was yesterday. That would be really nice. Cool. All right, let's have a look at the Mag 7, see how they're all doing. Let's just turn. I'm just going to turn Stonksy off for a moment just to make things a little bit clearer, and then have a look down here. And first of all, I've got the actual Mag 7 themselves. Oh, Apple's taken a bit of a dump. What's gone on with Apple? Apple will announce quarterly results soon. Okay, I don't know what's happened there. That's not so good. Nvidia finally coming down a little bit. Yeah, Nvidia's been so high, hasn't it? So yeah, a little bit of a pullback with everything, really. Amazon's up a little bit. Actually, I was saying earlier on that I haven't got any stocks left at all. I've actually got a little bit of Google actually, so I'm looking for Google to get up there a little bit. Let's see what happens when it opens. And Tesla's a funny old one, isn't it? I've had a thing recently is if it drops below $300, I'm getting some Tesla, and then when it goes to about 318, 320, I tend to sell it, and I just keep doing that over and over again. And I seem to have managed to, make quite a bit of money doing that. So that's what I do, and I just do that on Trading 212. Trading 212 is a platform that I think you can use worldwide. I use it with like a UK bank account, and it also works as a stocks ISA thing. So you can put £20,000 in there every year, and then all your profits are tax free, which is quite cool. That's the only good thing I know about the current government. Right, what's RN saying? I noticed it tends to change happens at 3:30 UK, 1 hour after start. I think it's a fake out. So you think the pump up is a fake out, or you think the thingy you're expecting, like a dump, is that a fake out? What do you mean? Still want to know about your fiver. Definitely want to know what you're talking about. Okay, so we're really near. I wish I had something that sounded like a bell. I've got a beer bottle here. What happens if I? Well, that's not a bell, is it? Oh, that's not bad. Right. So if I hold the beer bottle by the neck, right, I can probably recreate Dave's little ding-a-ling bell, which I always think sounds really pathetic and puny, actually. I might have told him that once as well. Okay. So 1429. Yeah, I really want a clock with. Oh, let's put that on Bitcoin. Ooh, so I'm doing it all wrong. Getting too obsessed with my bell. All right. coin 1 minute. Currently at 117. Still 14.29. You'll probably hear a slight delay because you're a few seconds behind me. So nearly ready. I'll go to a really long ring like what Dave does. Well, there you go. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-ling-ling-ling. Right, market is open. And right, RN. Yeah, wrong. I don't know. You can never tell in the first few seconds, can you? I wish I was in that bloody big trade though. Never mind. Okay, nice. So it's not doing a lot, is it? Let's have a look how the traditional stocks responded. Oh, right. So Apple came in really good. Right. So that's interesting. I bet Nvidia's done the same. Bloody hell, look at that. Right. They've all gone quite nutty, haven't they? Okay, so I think everything has liked the positive inflation data. Google, I'm just going to check on my other computer about that because I do actually want to sell it if no, I'm still down. I bought it a few months ago and wasn't the best price. I need it to get to it's only a few hundred quid's worth. I need to get to, what do I need? 186. It's 183 now, isn't it? Okay. Tesla's doing great. Interesting. Right. Let's have a look at these ones that Wiz was talking about. In fact, I've got a Wiz section down here. So I've got the trade desk there. Oh my God. Right. The trade desk would have been brilliant if I'd have hung on to it. But of course I didn't. Mind you, it's still got a long way to go to where it's been, hasn't it? VNet. Yeah, everything's responded pretty well, isn't it? ASTS, Space Mobile. Right, now this is the one that Wiz wants to see get above there. It's almost there, isn't it? I need to add that to my chart. Let's just do it here. Add symbol ASTS plus. Okay, so that's there now. I quite like these little section things you can put in your watch list as well. So I've got like one for like WisDeVolt stuff that he's mentioned here. And what I never looked at was the Ethereum BTC chart, did I? Binance will probably do, won't it? And you need to zoom out with this because you know it's been like that, right? So this is where I think you have to use some sort of trend line or something. And the weird thing is, it's sort of like, you know, it's just been dumping like anything. But I suppose you could say, you know, going back to June last year, you know, there's something. Actually, it's more of a parallel channel, isn't it? I would say more something like that. In fact, yeah. Because look, it kind of broke out of that, came back, did a retest, now it's off again. So, yeah. I mean, does that mean if Ethereum starts getting its, a bit of wind in its sails, does that mean that, altcoins, alt season will actually happen? I think it's a bit mythical myself, but like, and I don't think alt season is going to happen for like all alts. I think some of the things I'm bag holding, like EGLD, I think, I think that will always be rubbish now. I don't think it's ever going to see its amazing heights again. So I'm just wondering if I can see anything else in here, just while I'm drawing patterns. Well, I suppose there is something like that, which is my favorite pattern, which is the ascending triangle. I mean, it's not brilliant, but that would be really good, wouldn't it, to actually break through that level there, which is like whatever that is, 250 to 20. Well, is that 2,570 satoshis? Is it? I'm never quite sure, really. It's not, is it? Because there should be extra. If a satoshi is 100 millionth of a Bitcoin, then no, that's much bigger, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, whatever that figure is there. I mean, I remember when I thought it wouldn't drop below 0.04 when it's at 0.02 now, and that is the thing about crypto. It's like, don't ever assume or guess. It's like, because whatever you guess, it means nothing, because crypto can just do anything, and it will just do anything. Oh dear. Anyway, let's have a look. What's going on. So, short video, go give it a chance, lad. Well, we'll give it a chance to dump. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. I'm waiting. I've got money now, so I can go in there and scoop it up as it dumps. But it's not dumping just yet, is it? Debut mastering afternoon all. Hello there. How you doing? Cool. Do remember to click like if you haven't already, and if you haven't got Stonksy, go and get it. If you do that, then it means I'll get asked back here and I can do stuff again, and Dave will let me on his show. If nobody signs up to Stonksy, that'll be it. I'll be out the door, gone. Probably not, but anyway. But do take a look at Stonksy. The link is in the description and also in the chat as well. Also in the chat is a link to BLOFIN, where you can get VIP status, which means you pay very little fees for using the exchange. There's also a link to get 80% off Crypto Saving Expert, and there's also a link to not BLOFIN, but Bybit as well, where you get sign-up bonuses and all that sort of thing. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Bitcoin for the moment. Let's put it on the 1 minute time frame. Just make it a bit more like that. And yeah, I shouldn't have come out of that trade, should I? Yeah, I probably did that because I'm on a stream. That's the reason. Look, we just got a green background on Stonksy there on the 5 minute time frame. Right, I'm going to ignore RN, and I'm actually going to come over to my BLOFIN account, and I'm actually going to go along with about 25% of the money. Or am I? Let's have a look. Let's have a look again. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait another 41 seconds and see if this background here remains green. I'm going to turn off the channels for the moment, just because it makes things easy to see. Okay. So 23 seconds to go. green. I should really wait till 3 o'clock, shouldn't I? That's what I should do. Okay, well, that remained green. Let me have a look at the 6 minute. Oh, that's 6 minute is still red. I know SMFC likes the 6 minute. So 6 minute is red. 5 minute is just gone green. It's so tempting just to nibble in a little bit, isn't it? See, I do think overall the price is going to go up. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Right. So I've already got this one here open, but I'm just gonna. Well, I'm gonna pick an order out the order book, and I'm gonna use about, I don't know, like a third of the account. That price there. Go long. If it fills, it fills. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm just gonna wait. See what happens. I bet that just runs away without me. Let's have a little drink. Oh, there you go. It filled. Okay. I just remember that I'm on stupid leverage now. I'm on 30x leverage. Actually, let's use this opportunity to show you what you can do. You know, if you've got spare capital. So with this, right, the leverage, right, is 30x, which is quite insane. Don't use leverage that high unless you know what you're doing. Also, unless you're prepared to lose a bit of money as well. So the liquidation price for that is $114,000, right? If I wanted to increase that margin, right, I could increase it by that much. So I'll be adding 2,500 and whatever USDT to the trade, and that would make the liquidation price 106. Okay. So you could do that. Obviously, what would happen then, you would actually, you know, if the price went down that far, you'd see it go like silly negative. You know, it would be like minus 150% and stuff like that, and you still wouldn't be liquidated. But obviously, at that point in time, you're not going to sleep well, and it's just going to be bad. So to me, I don't see any point in doing that, really. I just kind of like doing a fairly high leverage trade with not all the account, and then just getting in and out quite quickly. You know, the alternative would be to have it on a much lower leverage. And I could even change the leverage now. You know, I could just go here and think, I don't want to be on 30x leverage. I want to be on 10. Not sure if it'll let me do that. It might do. But you can change that there. But that means now that the margin I'm using is $3,698 rather than the 1,000 or so that I was initially using. That does mean now that the liquidation price is down at 106,465. So I think the point I'm trying to make here is the important thing is the actual position size here. Okay, so the position size there is $37,000. If I increase the leverage to say like 20x, right, the position size is still $37,000. So the actual leverage is fairly unimportant. You know, what it means is that your liquidation price moves, but also what it means is that you can, with the higher leverage, I've now got margin that I don't need. So you could remove that margin, take that out of the trade, and then use that for something else. You know, you could use that for trading like Ethereum or something, you know. So that's what I'm doing there. Okay, that's good. That's $161 in profit. That's nice. Let me have a look at Stonksy. Back at Stonksy. That's quite good, Nick. So I made $90 earlier on, and then I've got 145 there. So if I was to close that now, I'd be up about $250 on the stream, which is all right. Right, so 5 minutes still. Can't see that. Right, so the 5 minute here is still green. That's good. 6 minute. 6 minutes still red. Let's just wait for this next candle close. I don't know. It's looking good to me. Yeah. Who we got here? Anyway, so short video guru saying give it a chance. Okay, I'm still waiting, and I've still got more cash to play with, so I can do what I want there. Really, can I? Debut mastering afternoon all. Hi, Stephen UK. Oh, brilliant. Hello. Howdy. When moon, sir? Moon mission will begin tonight at 7:45. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, we're pretty moony already, aren't we? What do you think? I mean, what do you think this is like as high as things are going to get? Do you think we'll go up to like 140k and all that kind of thing? Might do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do is if this background goes green on the 6 minute time frame, I'm going to probably add a bit more to that trade. Although it is coming back. Oh no, who's right? Is it RN or is it me? Go back up. I'm going to be. It's going to get embarrassing now, isn't it? Let's see what happens. Let's go back to Stonksy. How is it on the 1 minute? Sorry, I know I should be looking at other stuff, but I'm just quite interested in this because it's a trade that I've got going live here at the moment. I'll ignore it for a moment. All right, I'm just going to have a quick look at some traditional stocks. Let's just sort these by change. Actually, you know that ASTS one that Wiz was saying? He was looking at $49, wasn't he? I don't know. It's very tempting to get some of that, you know. Definitely going to make a note of that. I'd love to know what it is. AST Space Mobile. Okay, AST Space Mobile. What do they do? Space 5G cellular broadband. Does that actually work? I mean, can you have like satellites in space and actually get 5G? I suppose you can. Our space technology aims to provide uninterrupted coverage across the globe. That's quite. That's almost scary, isn't it? Well, I suppose. I don't know. The thing I never get is if you've got a mobile phone on the ground and that's connecting to a satellite. I mean, can you actually, you know, obviously because the data needs to go both ways, doesn't it? So it needs to go like up and down. I can see why it can come down because you can have like a massively powerful satellite in space. But then when you transmit back up here, so your phone somehow is powerful enough to be detected by these things up here. I don't know, just all sounds a bit spooky to me. Debut mastering, same as SpaceX. Well, I suppose it is really, isn't it? You know, I guess SpaceX is just a kind of, is that just like 5G but in space? I guess it is, isn't it? In which case, I mean, in the olden days, we used to worry about mobile phones that, you know, when you used to use them in a room where there was something like audio on, you'd hear that bit 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 bit, which you don't hear anymore, do you? And I don't know why. Maybe the GSM technology has changed. I guess that's what it is. Obviously, things are just very different now, aren't they? So I'll probably sound like an old granddad when I start talking about GSM. That's probably not what it is these days. Right, the first and only space-based cellular broadband network. Okay. Well, that sounds. And does this kind of thing get affected by weather? If you got like say you're in the UK. I mean, they're in Texas, aren't they? So I think they're Texas. Yeah, Midland, Texas. I mean, say you're in the UK and you're covered by thick cloud all the time. I mean, just do things like SpaceX does that work? Or not SpaceX? What I'm talking about? What's it called? Starlink. Does that work like Starlink? I don't know. Anyway, so Davey Mastering was saying that was 2G. Oh, okay. So that's what the sort of stuff was. Because that used to scare me because I actually read something. In fact, I think it was actually Philip Schofield who people will know him off like British TV, but I think he said that he stopped using a mobile phone because he could actually tell it was going to ring before it actually rang. And I actually know what he meant actually, because if you had like some appliance, just like a hi-fi or something with a amplifier and a speaker. We used to get it a lot when we like rehearse with the band. You'd be like in a rehearsal and all of a sudden someone's phone would go like me bit it and do that noise, interfering with all the guitar amps and stuff, yeah. So obviously before it connects, there is like some sort of probably quite hardcore radiation in the air that's detecting where the phone is. And Philip Schofield, of all people, reckoned he could tell that before his phone rang, and I believe him actually. Yeah, okay. And I think it was quite a good tune once. It was sort of like a sort of dance tune called like "Someone Answer the Phone" or something, but someone had sampled that noise, and used it in a tune. Bugs Bunny used to make the same sound as 2G. Was that the "What's Up, Doc"? No. I suppose he did, didn't he? Yeah, I think. Right, I'm not going to pull up a Bugs Bunny thing. Anyway, let's get back to some charts because that's probably what we're here for, isn't it? But yeah, yeah, this is interesting actually. ASTS, this one here. But it's one of those things where, like, I mean, I'm guessing Wiz probably knew about it here. He was probably merrily buying it down at $2, and now it's at like 47 or whatever. But yeah, I might get a bag of that. I wonder if you can get it on Trading 212. Let me have a look. Bet you can't. You can actually, I think. Let me have a look. Yes, you can indeed. Yeah, okay. But it says it's up 25% from last month, and I find it really hard to buy anything that says it's 25% up from last month. Harder. Bugs Bunny used to, what are you saying? Bugs Bunny used to make, okay. Right, not sure what you're saying there. Cryptogenic dude, hello mate. Shame you couldn't tell the age of young men. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Enough Schofield. Yeah. I must admit though, he was a good TV presenter. I don't know if he does anything now, does he? But there was a bit where him and who was it now? Fern Britton. They were on Good Morning, I think, or This Morning, like breakfast TV, and they were trying out different kinds of mustard. It's on YouTube. You can actually. I'll tell you what to search for in a moment, but they were trying out different kinds of mustard. So they had like English mustard, like Dijon mustard, and then they had sort of like, I don't know, different kinds of mustard, and they had like loads of a plate of roast beef. So they were trying like roast beef and putting it into the mustard and all that, and Schofield was really going for it, he was getting the beef and he was like saying, "Oh, that's really nice," And before this thing, they've been talking about biscuits, right? And talking about eating biscuits with tea, right? Now, I don't know if everyone knows the word, but in English, you say you dunk your biscuit. So if you get your biscuit and you dunk it in your tea, it goes a bit soft, and then you have to kind of eat it before the biscuit falls off and goes in your tea. I don't know. It's a thing that I think British people do. They dunk biscuits in tea. Now, Philip Schofield said that I don't dunk biscuits in tea. It's a stupid thing to do, and I don't do it. And and at that point, a bit later, they had this beef, and he was getting his roast beef, and he was like dunking it in the mustard, and then eating the mustard and trying out the different kinds of mustard. And he was like, "Oh, that's lovely. That's really good." And Fern Britton, Fern Britton went. She said, "Oh, well, you don't mind dunking your beef then?" Obviously, with a very sexual connotation to it. And the two of them, they were absolutely hilarious. They kind of like almost comatose on camera. They were both laughing so much, and they couldn't speak or anything, And eventually, Fern Britton actually says, she went, "Right, we'll go to a commercial now." And then there was a competition or something, but but it's hilarious. So if you look on YouTube for Philip Schofield dunking beef, I'll probably even show you. Actually, shall I do that? I don't know. Let's just have a look at the comments first. I'm gonna have a look at Bitcoin as well. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Right. Look at that. Oh, that's a daily. Well, RN, not so sure, mate. Let's have a look at my trade. Well, that's now $132 in profit, 7%. So that's quite cool, Nick. That's like a trade I just took on stream. I'm going to put a stop loss there though, just because I don't trust myself, and I might get carried away. But yeah, let's just rip through the comments. Or was it Alma Foot? Yeah, I think it might have been Alma Foot. He was the yeah, he was that one, wasn't he? Yeah, that was him. Yeah. SMFC, I find it very easy to buy anything Wiz recommends. I'll tell you what, I agree, actually. In fact, the other day he was like, "You ought to get X premium," and I was like, "Yeah, all right." And I've been like umming and ahhing about it, and I haven't done it yet, but I will, just because he says I should. So it's not even just market stuff. I just believe what he says. I am hoping that I don't know if he's still here, but I'm hoping you can come actually on the stream on Friday. Maybe we do another stock thing. Anyway, SMFC, doesn't matter how much it is up. Okay. Is that okay? Not sure what that was about. I've forgotten now. Been talking about other thing. It's missing my previous comment for some reason. Yeah, there's quite a big list of banned words in the YouTube thing. I don't know what they are, but I see. So that's why. Yeah, okay. It's quite a big list of banned words that we aren't used. That's going to hit my stop loss now, isn't it? I'm going to move that to break even, because I'm going to attend to that in a moment when I finish the stream. Or am I? Oh, I was in profit nicely then. I'm going to leave that for the time being. Isn't helium similar in terms of project goal solution? Oh, yeah, it is to do with the mobile thing, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, but helium's a crypto, isn't it? And that other one isn't. Crypto dude, yeah, he was good at his day job. I'll give you that. Yeah, no, Philip Schofield was really funny. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll find that clip and maybe I'll post it in the Stonksy. No, I can't do that, can I? Oh, I don't know. I'll do something. I'll have it ready for tomorrow and I'll put it on the stream or something. SFC, I have X Premium, but I binned it off. Oh, okay. Okay. Was that because I know if you've got it, you need to make it worthwhile, you need to really cane it all day long, a bit like what Elon Musk does or that Martini guy. You need to be like, and I actually don't know if I'd do that, to be honest, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, that's it really. So sorry, I've been rabbiting away today, and I think I've answered your questions. We've looked at not so many alts and stuff though, but I think generally, I would say, if you have got if you have got Stonksy, put it on the 5-minute time frame and check that background stays green. Have a look on the 6-minute as well, and also because I want to see this turn green, and obviously look for that 1 hour thing. Now the 1 hour has been generally pretty good, so if you see it go green on the 1 hour, oh, it's gone green on the 1 hour. There you go. Right. So Bitcoin is now green on the 1 hour time frame, and you know what? I'm going to close the stream and I'm going to add to that position that I've already got open. The position at the moment is this one here. This is on BLOFIN. You can sign up for BLOFIN using the link I put at the top of the chat, and that's cool. That's $110 in profit. So I've made about a couple $100 during the stream. That's how easy it is. All right. Any questions? Come back tomorrow and ask me, and I'll be here tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And have fun trading. Get stonks if you haven't got it. Look out for that green background on the 6-minute time frame with Bitcoin, and also look at the same time frames with Ethereum as well. I think it's all looking pretty good. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Can you all do as all of them? I keep getting my words mixed up. Can you all do us a massive favor? On your way out, can you click like on the live stream if you haven't already? And if you're not subscribed to the channel, then please do make sure you are. My name's Saver Crypto. I'm standing in for Dave while he's off on holiday. And if you want to see what I'm up to as well, my channel is called Save with Crypto. All right. So thank you very much. Right. And goodbye, and tell your friends. Where's the stop button?